to is things that I don't like about other people or things I do wrong myself.
Why is it that we lie? What is it that we get out of it? I didn't write the book, but that's just the answer. And you have to ask yourself, if that's the answer, do you struggle with that?
All right, welcome back to the Warriors Way. And I'm sitting here with Dave Jackson. And Dave, you never gave us any information about your program, because you do great work with the videos, man. And I wanted you to make sure you got an opportunity to plug the name of it and all that. What is it again?
Well, one of the no, it's what I do is I work with guys like Isaac. I work with churches in the area, trying to make their videos look clean, professional, all those kind of things. In terms of websites,
So we're dirty. So what that's
you know what I tell you what. No, just the idea of making something look professional. Because iPhone video, no.
So what's the name of your company again?
Well, Allegan Enterprises is the name of the company. Website, AlleganEnterprises.com.
All right.
Too, so.
Yeah, man, you've done great work. Like the only thing people don't like about the videos is me, and that's pretty normal. So, can't do anything about the face, right?
Hey, you know what they say? What camera he puts on? Okay.
Yeah, a couple 100 pounds.
How many cameras do you have on you?
Yeah, right. Yikes. I didn't know that many shadows come off my second chin. It's unbelievable, right?
But no, it's just that's what I do. That's what I do. So, because talking about having the joys of working with hospitals, I had a bit of a traumatic injury to my heart a few years ago, and ever since then, I haven't been able to swing a hammer, drive a truck, and so on and so forth to make a living. So I've had to figure out a way to make it happen.
Well, I tell you what, buddy, when you told me you want to help me out with that, I didn't even understand what good looked like. But compared to the iPhone, like they said iPhone Pro, like I believe them. And for iPhone, I'm sure it's great. But when you came in and you helped out, man, it was unbelievable. So
it's literally the difference between, I always tell my wife, it's the difference between trying to take your S10 and compare that to a semi-truck.
Well, they're both trucks.
They both are trucks. They both do their job.
Yeah.
But this semi-truck, those cameras that are over there, little different orders of magnitude, in fact.
Man, you're just hating on the S10, man.
Hey, man, I miss my S10. I'm telling you what.
Yeah, right?
I miss my S10. That was great.
Well, man, I want to make sure you got in there because it's been super fun work. I enjoy, working for Jesus, and we're doing this, and it's been awesome, right? So Dave come along and he helped me out with the videos, and we started off, and he is such a perfectionist. It drives me insane. And we were literally this morning, what was it, 2 hours?
No.
It was
not
at
even
least
remotely close.
I hear
no way.
I need to check the audio.
Hour and 45. But it was not 2 hours.
Yes, hour and 45. Yes.
Okay, look, buddy. I'm trying to design a set, get the right lighting here.
I see your lips moving. I just can't hear the words that are coming out of your mouth right
here,
now.
hang on, okay. Better.
So we go in, we do the videos, and first he has to trash my videos, which are all garbage on the phone, right? It's just absolutely, and to be honest, like it's what we had, right? We're just working, we're doing our thing. So he comes in there, we do the first 4, right? We're doing the first 4 videos. We come in there, and like I'm a let's get it done guy, 1, 2, 3, 4. We get in there, and he's like, yeah, we got to do all these all over again. And I'm like, I don't think anybody likes you on this planet, right? And he's like, no, it's this and that, and like my brain injuries with my vision. I got one eye, and I have rose-colored glasses. It looks fine to me, Dave. No, we got to go through it. And I'm like, I don't think this is going to work out because I don't like doing things multiple times. And then when he came out and he showed me, and it was one of those moments, like, oh yeah. But then I will tell you, when you got into the video or the audio, and you're like, do you hear this hiss sound? And I don't see very well, but I hear great. I gotta be honest, I didn't care, right? But the fact that you were just so anal about it was awesome, right? So we're sitting in here and we're doing this, and he's got this line that drives me insane when he's always like, waiting on the talent, right? Because I'm stuck doing something. And And so we're sitting there one day, and Salvation Army let us video over there. He's in there, kicked back with this. I was 2 minutes, right? 2 minutes late, waiting on the tail and trying to get done. So now it takes him 2 hours to set up all this stuff. And I'm like, geez, Dave, I don't know.
You know what?
And
Like,
it drives me crazy, and I'm
first-
sorry.
First time, first day, literally designing a set. Oh, I tell you what.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're designing the set, but like the videos that came through from the Spiritual Warfare Unit, and when people ask what Spiritual Warfare Unit is it's actually a video of life application of how to communicate with other people, because we think we know how to do it, but then when you look at it, we really, really don't. And so I went through Proverbs 500 times, and I broke it down by category and found like the sin nature outline, right? And you were able to help me with this. And the process was fun and frustrating and fun and frustrating and fun. But it's like, I don't like to sit and wait. I got to be doing something all the time. But we were able to get those done, and we did. So we got the first 9 launched, right?
Yeah, the first 9 are launched. The next 9, the next season are in the can, ready to go.
All right, yeah, and we're punching that out when I think March 1st, something like that.
First Monday, so whatever
First
that
Monday.
is. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got that together, and like I said, we already got 6 or 7 programs we're putting this together. So if you're looking for a life group program, if you can't find anybody that can come in and do any teaching or anything because COVID or whatever, the $30 a month, invest in yourself. You're worth $30 a month, and identify like how to communicate with people, because we all where we're at in the United States, we all speak English, but we do not interpret that information the same. Like I will say something, like if you're married and you've ever said something and then your wife took it a completely different way. Now imagine that's actually how it's going on every day. And we all just pretend that we know what we're talking about, but we don't. People are getting offended and upset, and you have no idea why. It's because we're too concerned about getting information out to people, but we're not concerned about listening, right? And how do I communicate with somebody if I'm not willing to listen to how they think, right? And if I'm willing to listen to how somebody thinks, that might be a better way to do it. And so I used that from a biblical platform and created an entire program based off of proving that the way God shows us to communicate works better than the way we communicate now. And so how I always start was with the lion study, right? And anytime you're starting off,
the liar study.
Yeah, the liar study, right? And when you're going in there, and how many people lie, and everybody raises their hand, and okay, how many people hate being lied to? Everybody raises their hand, and I'll go, how many people lie again? And they all look at me and give me a dirty look, right? And it's like, okay, how many people yell? I'll raise their hand. How many people like being yelled at? No, but you still do it, right? Isn't that weird? And so we'll do things that we don't like, but we expect other people to put up with it, but we're not going to put up with it, right? And so that whole thing doesn't make a lick of sense, and yet here we are doing it, and then we're actually dumbfounded when it doesn't work. Well, I can't believe after I cussed that guy out, he doesn't like me. He really deserved that. I told him he was a prick, and I don't know why he's mad at me, right? And then we literally do that, and then this happens in families. Right? And this family won't talk to this. And we just had the holidays. How many people had a good holiday? How many people wanted to see their family? Right? That's a legitimate question. How many people were actually dreading? Do you know the day of the year that people get the most drunk? Do you know which day it is? I looked it up. You know which day it is?
What is it?
The day before Thanksgiving.
All right. Okay.
Because you all got to go see your families, right? Johnny's family, his kids are doing great. And are you ever going to date someone?
Oh, it's nice that you're working there, but why don't you get a real job?
Yeah. Your brothers are doing really well. We'll pray for you. And you're like, and you got to eat that with the turkey. It's like turkey, but with disdain. I didn't know turkey could have a hatred sent to it, but you know what I'm saying? And some people have to deal with that all the time. And it's like, why in the world? Look how that communication is, right? And so surrounding yourself with good people that are positive, and they're going to point out the negatives. And one of the things that I say a lot, and this, Dave, is when we're going in the videos, is that, it's not a shock that somebody finds something that I did negative.
The question is why were you looking for it? That's the right question, because if you're on my side, there's a difference between telling me what I'm doing wrong and telling me what I need to work on, right? One is condescending and one is uplifting and building, right? So if I'm looking to help somebody and they do struggle with something, I want to point out the things they're good at. I want to be able to identify what they do good, because at the end of the day, everybody sucks at something. We're a pie, nobody's one thing. And so if we're gonna look at ourselves, if we're gonna identify how to make my relationships improve, it's on me to say, this is what I think you do well, and I can forgive the things they do wrong. It's up to me. I get a choice. If I don't want to be mad, why would I be mad?
I tell you what though, one of the things before we wrap up here, you say this all the time. I didn't write the book. This was written 2,000 or 3,000 years ago. Why do you know somebody right now just like this?
Yeah, you know that. And like,
not only that, then in the Bible it says, okay, this is the person. This is what you do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the thing is how do you know someone that's done that in your life? And that's why I start out with the line study, because you prove to yourself that it works. I don't got to do anything. Like, I didn't write the book, Jack. That's just the answer. You can be mad at the truth. The truth just doesn't have feelings, right? And that's what I love about it. So, like I said, if you're struggling with that, that's what it's for. It's to teach people how to communicate in a way that's effective for them and positive for them. I want to thank you for stopping in on our first podcast, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Welcome to the Warrior's Way.